All right, everybody. So I went out, bought a bunch of different light changing stuff. I could change the light any way I want, including this one. So, I was wondering which button that was. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. So, people say that lights do things. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna have her absorbed in all of this light constantly. See what happens. By the way, if you notice, I have a new leather couch, so a little FYI. So, the story behind lights affecting anything, I don't know. They say that it has something to do with colors and what they mean in a certain kind of spectrum. I know I'm butchering that. They said it has something to do with the spiritual realm. And the way they draw their energy. I'm not 100% sure about that. I think I should really, I should focus on one color at a time. This is gonna give people problems. Actually, that's weird. The lights were on exactly the same, and now they are completely off timer. See? That one's going green, red, whatever. That one's not doing the same thing. No, it's the different colors. That's weird. Shouldn't be different colors. All right. Let's fix this. I want red. Oh. Might have to turn them all on, huh? Okay, well, can we not? Okay, just red. All right. So we got just red. Absorb her in that. You know, some people ask, why do I do that? Why don't I just stare at her and focus on that? I mean, that's great if I was just doing this for myself, but I'm not doing it for you guys. I don't know. It's really, this stopped being just about me. Started going to all of you because all of you are having so many weird things happening to you that, I mean, it's crazy. Some of you have told me that you have, every time you see one of these videos, that the ghost in your house starts becoming super active, Or someone told me that they have a doll in their house, and the doll seems to, whenever his wife is away, would like molest him. It was really weird. I mean, you guys tell me some odd things, and I mean that's really great. Actually, I encourage that immensely, because when you guys have personal experience, when you guys have personal experiences, you know, I'm sharing my personal experiences here on all of these videos, but that's what I want. I want feedback. I mean, it's very humbling to know that there's so many more people out there that are embarrassed to tell other people things. Some of these people just come out and tell me these things, and they don't, you know, they tell people they tell me that they don't tell people. They're not seeking notoriety. Even this, I'm not seeking notoriety. I'm just doing this because nobody else has. You know, problem is, people said that they were psychic. I had probably about 10 psychics hit me up. Yeah. I mean, they weren't all the same, but everything that they said was that they all believe, they all have a feeling that it's a little girl inside the doll. They said that she died a horrible death, and well, that's honestly, that's really the only things that correlate, that all of them say. Uh, I don't wanna pick a single one out and say that's the one I believe or anything like that. So I'm just saying, you know, the one that works best with all of it. I don't think there's anything else that they said. It kind of sounds like I'm jumbling everything up. I I am a little drunk. I'm going to be honest. I have been drinking today. Uh, you know, the this whole pandemic or virus thing. It's it sucks, especially when you have family members who are actually this is yellow, by the way. It does not look yellow in the camera. But I have some family members who have the virus who are in the hospital, and they didn't have too good of health to begin with, so not doing too well. You know, I've had it a few times in my life, when you get the call that someone is unresponsive. It's sucks. I know this is supposed to be about me paying attention to her and stuff. Just, yeah, the day sucks. So I'm not. I'm not going to talk about it too much more. I'm just. Sucks. Huh. Don't just want to be another one of those statistics, you know? Cyan. Someone told me that maybe she's sad. Maybe there's just something there and she's, I guess, sad. That's another thing that people said. It's another thing. You know, there's a lot of times. There's a lot of times in life where you can get sad, you know, but you know, people talk about relationship problems or any kind of problems like that. I feel the problems that you you get. I mean, I don't have relationship problems right now, but you know, when I was younger, when I was younger, I remember so many times, you know, when I was in high school, when I was a kid, I was never the kind of person who felt like I completely fit in. I would always act up, act out. But then other times, like when I first began high school, I remember when I first began high school, freshman year, the very first time I ever even started spiking my hair, there was a girl I liked. I just thought, man, I need to be cool because I was in all the smart classes. So in all the smart classes, I was in everything, AP this, or that's what they called it, and accelerated placement, something like that. I was in it all. And then there was one class that was, I think it was Spanish. It wasn't like a AP class. It wasn't a smart person class, you know? And that's where I met this girl that I really liked at the time. It changed everything. It changed who I was. Personality-wise, too. I was always outgoing, but I was focused on academics. I mean, I was a little kid who, in elementary, I went up to my elementary science teacher and I said, I love science. And I won the science award that year. I still have it somewhere. 3rd grade, 4th grade, one of those. And then I just loved science. I loved that stuff. You know, when you change who you are, and people take advantage of that. I I mean, there were times when I would go out of my way uh, just to drive completely to someone's house just to say hi. I didn't want to come in. I didn't want to do this. I just wanted to say hi. You know, uh, there's times when I would just constantly just go out of my way just to try to make someone smile. And you know, I feel like that's the way the world should be. That you shouldn't take the negative influences. I stopped being in smart classes for that girl. I stopped it completely. I quit all that stuff and I changed my hair. The hair has nothing to do with it. Hair was fine. I had it spiked. It was kind of cool. But no. Changed who I was. And shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that at all. Changed my ambition. And just didn't care anymore. I didn't care about school. I became a class clown. Cut up. Everybody has regrets. You don't want to be that kid who is picked last for a sport, but you also don't want to be that person who has to pick people for the sport. Because you have to think, no matter what you do, you're going to make someone feel bad. Because someone always has to be picked last. And if you take anything out for what I'm saying, there's never that medium. You can't be perfect. You can't do everything right. No matter how much you do it. And that's what I'm getting at. There's no perfect answer for anything. Unless you say, like, what's 2 plus 2? But if you take the human variable into anything, if you take emotions into anything, there's nothing perfect. So you're always going to have sadness in your life. You're always going to have this and that. I don't know, it's weird. I can't tell if she moved. I can't even see the phone. I just see blur. I once saw somebody. I was at a party one time. I wasn't doing drugs, but pretty much everybody else was. And they even had like a mattress on the floor. People were just laying there, just staring up, just taking all these drugs and just laying on the mattress. And it was a slum. I mean, the place looked like crap. I was the stupid kid who, first when they were putting out the mattress, I was like, sweet. I grabbed my friend and I did the body slam. I threw him up, did like a wrestling move because that was big at the time when I was in high school. And they started screaming at me, "What are you doing?" It's like, what's the mattress for? He said, "It's to lay on, bro." It was stupid. But the weird thing is, I'm bored as hell. I'm just sitting there in the corner, bored as hell. Everybody's just getting high. I'm like, okay, I'm here. This is stupid. I mean, they were literally getting high. There was no alcohol, nothing. It was just, hey, if you want to get high, you get high, you know? I wasn't into that. So, didn't do it. Then, what happens? My friend's girlfriend comes up to me. She says, "Why do you look so sad?" Now, keep in mind, she's been taking like anything that came into play. I mean, we're talking like shrooms, everything. She was completely out of her mind. She goes, "Why do you look so sad?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "You look so sad." It's like, and I remember seeing her all the time. I mean, she was out of it, completely passed out on that little mattress thing. I was so confused. It's like, "How did you see me? Where'd you see me from?" Because she's been laying face down in the mattress. And she was like, "From up there." And she pointed straight up. She's like, "You're from up there." It's like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, I was up there." I'm like, "Okay, do it. Show me." Lay down, get everything, go up there, and show me. She's like, "Okay, okay." So she laid like face down on her face, and just was out of it. And I stared and was like, "Really?" So I was just humoring it. So I looked up and I waved, and I looked down at her, and I see her staring straight into the floor, and she just starts going, waving straight down into the floor. And at that moment, I was like, okay. I think she's having a near-death experience right now. And that was really odd. That was really weird. I'll always remember that. Always remember that. I'm gonna leave this going real quick. I did not realize how long this is going, so like I said, I'm probably going to fast forward. What was I talking about? Was I on Twitch? And I can't seem to always go through comments and chat.